We should have worn a shirt that's a different color and not green. So Christmas colors.
Streaming is.
Oh, is the microphone plugged in? Is there a little line on the on OBS that's moving? Green line?
There's not.
No?
No, there's no sound.
No sound at all. It should be plugged in. We are streaming.
Uh-huh. What do you mean on OBS?
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is working.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. Go back.
Cool.
Let me turn on Instagram.
Hello, YouTube.
Checking
It's just me
connection.
today.
You're now live on Instagram.
Hello, Instagram.
We've done it.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Jeremiah, here to talk to you about the Corvo Vests.
And I'm here too.
Leslie's here as well. You want to poke your head in front of the camera or something?
Which camera can I put my head?
They can see your head already. It's fine.
Hi, camera.
That's yeah. There we go. And that
Hi,
one
other
too.
camera.
We're a little short-staffed today, so we're just Leslie and me. Yes. Everything good? Is it on?
Yeah, everything's
Nice.
good.
Okay, perfect. So we are here to talk about the Corvo Vest. I keep saying the new Corvo Vest, but it's not technically new because we did launch it last year in like August. Yes, I know. Right? Something. Yes, I should have thought and wore a black shirt and not a green one, because this is very festive. So the Corvo Vest is back in two colors. We have Devil's Fury, which is what I'm wearing here, and we also have Victorian Fog, which is this guy right here. So if you are familiar with us or you followed us for a while, which I'm assuming that most of y'all probably have, this is the same color as the Rook that we have, and this is the same color or a very, very similar color to the Son of Sparta. I think probably even the same fabric. So the Devil's Fury is actually made in our denim, our Salomon. People pronounce it different ways. I think it's pronounced Salomon, but apparently people don't think it is. So it's 98% cotton, 2% elastane or spandex. It's got a nice flex to it. If you've worn any other jackets, if you have or seen the black Corvo, so we launched it in black originally, it's the same exact setup as that. The other, however, do need to take heed. The wool has a lot less flex to it, and so we are recommending that people check the size chart and maybe even size up above your normal Volante size. Not true for everyone. Check the size chart. We did make some adjustments to it. It's because the wool itself has pretty much zero stretch, and the denim has like a decent amount. So there is a little bit of difference between the two just based on the fabric type. If you have a waterproof and non-waterproof or a luxe and non-luxe version of any of our items, it's a similar thing to that. It's just a consequence of making two items out of two very different fabrics. But the wool it's wool. It's very cool. It's very soft. If you've ever touched a Rook, seen a Rook, it's very, very similar. I mean, I think it's the same wool as that. So, so the two colors.
Yay.
Any questions so far?
Yes, Ish Hernandez would love to see the Corvo with the Rogue format.
Yes. So we actually pulled one right now. I'm gonna pull it on in just a second. First,
they said do the lapel look. What is the lapel?
Oh yeah, good question. Good. Yeah. So the Corvo Vest actually, so you can wear it completely buttoned up like this. I'll show you some of the convertible features. I'll actually pull the hood off before putting the Cormac on as well.
Can you show its features?
Yes. Let me show you its features. So first of all, the hood is removable, which is really cool. So I'll put it up just so you can see the risk of looking weird indoors. So it's got our kind of signature deep Volante hood. Would be very cool with maybe a jacket on top because most more formal-esque or more formal jackets don't have a hood. This guy does. Really cool. Really deep. If you have seen any of our hoods, it's a very similar construction. But what I like is that the hood is removable. So if you want to wear it underneath something, it has 5 snaps and the hood comes off, and then it just becomes a I wouldn't call it medium length, but a much longer vest than your typical vest. It is double lined with this heavyweight denim as well, so it is much thicker, I would say, than like a health. If you own a Harker vest or you own an AB4 or any of our augment vests, yeah, so that does come off.
Actually, I have a question about Harker vests.
Sure.
If a wool Swift Shadow 666 says, if a wool Harker vest fits you at your normal size, would the wool Corvo vest fit you at your normal size?
Probably not.
Probably not.
There's a really good chance. So basically, we adjusted the size chart down about a half a size. It's very similar. So we tried it out on 3 different people just to make sure, because they actually measure exactly the same. It's just because of the fabric and because of the seams, it doesn't have as much stretch because of the lining and because of the fabric. So based anecdotally on trying these things on multiple people, like our model Kyle in the photos, for example, he is a 37 pretty much across the board in all of our items. Rook, Harker vest, 84, the the Devil's Fury version of this guy, 37, but the 39 Corvo vest was more comfortable for him. So it's a somewhat similar situation to the AH4 Storm, where it's just the material and the construction. I guess because of the size of it, like it's much more. It's not like a vest where you've got like a different material in the back. This is more like a sleeveless jacket.
I don't know if the stream can hear that, but there are
children
children in the hallway.
So I'm assuming this is what they mean by the lapel look, so you can actually open the lapel as well. If you've seen the photos on the website, we have a bunch of heater, which is really nice. What is happening? Apologies, there is some nonsense happening outside. I think someone is running, or it's fine. Sorry about that. So you can fold it open like this, and it's really nice if you have a tie on or something underneath that you want to show off. It also has our signature breast pocket as well. If you have another one of our jackets, it has a breast pocket in the same place. So yeah, I'm assuming this is what they mean by the lapel look. I don't really know. So is this what you would call the lapel look?
I have to be honest. I don't believe I've heard the term lapel used in conversation very frequently, so I wouldn't have.
So I'll be wearing it open. Cool, but let me put it back up, and I will put a Cormac on, or try my best to put a Cormac on over the top of it. Cormac is, the red is, I believe, called like brick red, so it's much brighter than the Devil's Fury. I don't know how well it shows up on stream. It is a very different, it's a much more saturated red.
Yeah, that definitely shows up on Instagram.
I don't know if YouTube can tell.
Oh yeah.
So honestly, like I would probably like the gray Cormac. I think would probably pair even better if you weren't worried about the clashing of the colors. But they are quite different colors from one another. Yes, but you can just get an idea of what the lines are actually pretty cool. It's very layered look. It's the collar on the Cormac is really tall. She folds down. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, fold it down is a bit better.
Yeah, so there's the two together. So the red is very different. You can tell there.
Yeah.
This would probably honestly look better with the Victorian Fog Rook. Corvo, thank you. And I'm calling it the Rook. Yeah, but I think the gray, I think that the Templar Stealth Cormac would look really sweet. I think the lines are really cool. The Templar Stealth would look really sweet. Probably with both of them, honestly, but with the Devil's Fury especially. But it's cool because, like, the jacket has a hood, and then this has a hood, but then you could pull the hood off of the jacket and put the hood on the Corvo and do it that way as well. So it's really like if you have a short jacket without a hood, or you have a jacket with a hood, the Corvo can work as an underlayer, or it can work on its own as an outer layer. So it's a really kind of versatile vest.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. let me put the other one on real quick, and then we'll pause for more questions for a moment, and then we'll wrap things up.
Yay.
Yeah.
Hey, what's all that stuff behind you?
Oh yes, so our space is so messy. We just got back from PAX, so thank you to anyone who came to see us at PAX. Apologies if you couldn't come. It's a really cool show. We're going to be at Anime Boston, not this weekend, but next weekend for a few days. It's a much smaller show, so we won't have the full contingent of Volante staff there like we did at PAX. But yeah, come see us. You can't really see, but we are still kind of like in between packing. So we've got some totes here that are full of things from both PAX and for Anime Boston. So this is actually a 43 in the Corvo, because the 41, like I said, fits me a little bit tighter than I would like.
In the wool.
In the wool, yeah. And I don't like the way that the wool pulls. Like like I said, it has very little stretch. So I hate putting clothes on without a mirror because I can't tell. Right. So this is the wool, which actually looks really sweet with the green, I think. Cool thing about something like the gray is it would look really good with really any color, honestly. But Kyle in the shoot had on. So you guys have noticed Kyle. He works at a local suit shop.
A haberdashery, if you will.
Yeah. So Kyle is really great with
Haberdashery.
pairing his own pieces. Watch out, your head might be in the YouTube stream if you're not careful there. So yeah, Kyle had like a sweet tweed jacket and a tie and shirt. A really nice, like, curated look. Yes, this is the 43 in the Corvo Vest. So as you can see, it fits. To me, to my feeling, anyways, it feels very similar to the 41. So might be, if you're kind of in between sizes, honestly, this would probably be perfect because this to me is probably more like it's probably more like a 42 than a 41. So like, it's not really a full size larger. It's just, it has less stretch. So if you go up a size, you'll have a little more room. But as you can see, it's still, can you see my butt flaps here?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but if you're normally like me or if you're kind of like between a 41 and a 43, like 41 maybe is a little bit tight, 43 in the wool would definitely be like a perfect fit. Like the way it fits too, but it's also got the breast pocket. Another thing as well, if you are someone who has a curvier stature, because of the vents on the back here, it actually works quite well with hips. I might snap some photos of Leslie probably sometime next week to show. But if you wear the top open, like we were showing before, Key was actually wearing this a little bit at PAX as well because we brought the samples to show off. But if you wore the top open of either of these, because of the way that the bottom is shaped, it actually works really, really well with those of a curvier persuasion. Yeah, so it doesn't have the full amount of bust, like it's not cut with a larger bust area, but because you can unbutton it, it does work pretty well.
Yeah. And I think the asymmetrical, the length of it gives it a very good, like, almost after image.
Yeah, you can also keep the bottom button unbuttoned too to add extra that. So I would say if you're someone who has like larger hips, but maybe a smaller bust or a bust that isn't quite as large, it would accommodate much larger hips. Probably not a bust that is that much larger though. I don't know like numbers or anything like that, but you can put this on and it fits pretty well.
Yeah, I've worn a Corvo. We should probably take some photos just to demonstrate.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't call it Unifit, but it is much closer than a lot of our other vests because it has this much longer flap, and the asymmetrical actually, in my mind, looks even cooler with the bottom button. Can you see the bottom? I guess the bottom button shows up. Yeah. The asymmetrical looks even cooler, or just as cool with the bottom button undone. So yeah, that's the Corvo.
Yay!
Any other questions, concerns, comments, suggestions?
Oh, not really. Ish Hernandez is a big fan of the Cormac red on red on red on red.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, this is the Corvo Vest, everybody.
Yeah,
You've
Corvo
seen
Vest.
it before, but here it is again.
So we launched, so this is a perfect example of, we launched this last year. I was just actually looking at the old product page and reminiscing or thinking back about, we launched this as a pre-order. You guys follow along. We used to do these pre-orders for like a month or 2 weeks and then see how they sold. That's what we did with the original Corvo. But basically we did that and the Corvo actually did quite well when we launched it before. And so we took a look at it and we said, this would be a great product. So we made a much larger run of them. Not a full-size champion run, but over 100, like a full contender run. So they are here. They're shipping now. If you order one today, you'll have it by next week sometime because it will be shipping out probably on Monday. So yeah, $345 for the denim version and $375 for the wool version. So pretty much in line with a lot of our other jackets or items that have two different versions, because wool is the more sort of expensive, luxurious fabric. It is a nice soft wool. It feels really nice too. When you have the since it is wool, like on the inside as well at a lot of points, it feels nice and soft. Whereas the Rook has like a full liner. This has some spots with wool, so you get to like touch it. Feels good. You have your hand up.
Yeah, I thought that might be a nice way to whatever.
Oh, was that a segue to end?
No, we have a question.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'll give you an instant. I'll give you a.
Oh, it has pockets too. I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Pockets.
Ish Hernandez, the asymmetric design is really something. Definitely a fan, as are we. What other colors would you guys personally want to see in the Corvo? I really liked the black and blue, the initial run of it.
It wasn't black and blue, it was black and white.
What?
You're thinking of, we paired it with a Harker shirt.
I'm thinking of the Harker
So
shirt.
it looked blue. But I think it was black with velvet fog top stitching or white top stitching or steel gray top stitching.
There wasn't blue in it at all?
There was blue on the shirt and they worked so well together that it looked like the vest was blue as well.
Well, then I think I'd go for blue. I'd like a blue.
Black and blue, yeah. I would like to see it. I think black sword would be cool. Black with white top stitching. I would love to see it in a different color wool. So when we make this I originally thought that we were making it in red and gray wool. I didn't realize we were doing a denim version. Makes sense now because like maybe not everyone wants wool. But I think the wool from the Devil's Fury Harker vest would be sweet. Or barring that, the really dark green wool of the Shield Green Rook would look really cool too.
Also, I'm going to butcher this. Sub-pack leader, 1210. So what else is coming? Any hints or teases?
We got some we got some Star Trek stuff coming next month. It's going to be the 40th pre-anniversary. You know we're doing something for Star Trek. We got some cool stuff. If I've seen any of you at con, you already know what it is. Don't spoil it. Other than that, we've got a whole week of birthday celebrations coming next month.
What is next month?
So, we were going to talk a little bit about this. Well, we were going to give people a heads up.
Tell people what next month is.
Yeah, so next month is their birthday. So we're kicking around a few ideas. Nothing is set in stone. So
what birthday is it?
Oh, it's a 10th anniversary. So we're actually thinking about doing another Rare Finds and Oddities sale for the birthday. We're kicking around the idea of finding some extra special items that David has been hoarding, like we've been talking, not hoarding, but David's got some really cool stuff on the sample rack that we are thinking about maybe doing some kind of an auction or some kind of way of letting people have access to these really exclusive things. We have some really cool anniversary, really like things that can show your dedication to the company if you've been with us since the very beginning. And we have other things too that we're not announcing yet, but we will be very soon. So keep an eye out. Probably next week, we're going to be sending out an email that gives a little bit more detail about what's going on for the birthday celebration.
Volante party hats confirmed.
Oh, yeah. I have to make a new... last year, I made the Volante graphic, and I was at the company for like 2 weeks. But now I've been here for a year, and I'm sort of the resident memer of the group, so I'm gonna have to make something really special
For the 10-year.
for the 10-year that probably involves David photoshopped in some kind of fun and interesting way. Possibly Willow. She's been left out of these, but maybe she'll have to be part of this. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, 2 last ones, and then we will.
Okay, 2 last ones.
Swift Shadow 666 website-based scavenger hunt. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. If we do something like Rare Finds and Oddities, it'll be
We could have some secret pages.
Yeah, like we might have some cool stuff there.
And then any new, it's Muchacho 33. Any new assassin stuff coming that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not anytime soon.
I have to run on the other side and look at the wall. Where calendars are. No, but I do know that there are some new Assassin's Creed games coming out. Mirage and whatever the code names are for them. And I'm sure that David has probably, as soon as he gets some inspiration, I'm sure he's probably champing at the bit to get some of those designs. So no Assassin's Creed that I'm aware of. We do have some cool stuff that is coming to hopefully some collections that we haven't had many additions to lately. None of them is Assassin's Creed. But yeah, we do have some fun stuff coming in the next couple of months.
Yay.
Really, the kind of like the hype machine is getting geared up. The production machine, the hype machine. Like we've got new items coming. We've got licensed stuff we're doing. We've got some really fun things that we haven't announced yet. So yeah, just keep following along, and you will see it here first.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, great. Cool. Corvo Vest. I've called them Harker Vest and the Corvo Vest. Available now, 2 colors, Devil's Fury, Victorian Fog. Shipping now. Buy them if you want them. They're really sweet. If you've been thinking about them ever since the last time they were here, now's your chance.
Yay.
We good? Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next week.
Take care.
Bye. Hopefully in a more normal stream, format.
Bye.